Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is number 337. We are picking up the very first episode of Fearless Investor. I thought, what better way to bring in this new series than bringing my own virtual assistant closer, Mera. You've probably seen her before on this channel, but she is going to be the inaugural Fearless agent, assistant. I don't know, but she's fearless nonetheless, and I'm excited to have her on. This whole series, guys, is dedicated to helping you overcome your fears of picking up your phone and talking to people. If we break this business down to the most granular level of what do you need to do today, it's literally getting on the phone and talking to somebody. Now, that's also, even though it may seem so simple, it's also the thing that is attached to the most fear. It's like, how do I pick up my phone and start talking to people? Like, what's going to happen? They're going to yell at me. They're going to hang up. They're going to have something nasty to say. Who knows, right? But this series is dedicated for you guys that want to take action and overcome that fear, because I promise you guys, on the other side of it is a completely different life. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Mera up, and we are going to start calling some sellers. So I'll probably mix into a little bit with her. So this series, I mean, on a daily basis, it's going to be Mondays and Fridays. We will have Edith Medina on tomorrow just as an exception. But these videos will probably take about 20, 30 minutes, depending on how many conversations we get in. But guys, please bring your pen, bring your notepad, take some notes. And I want to implore you guys, if you want to be here on this channel and you want to be the next Fearless Investor, send me an email, mattbeard@startvirtual.com, or go to the link. It'll be in this description, and make sure you join and make sure that you become a part of this. Because guys, don't wait any longer. Take action. Cool. Mera, what's up? How are you?
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm
Good
doing good.
afternoon. What's going on? So, Mera, tell everyone real quick in a 30-second clip, like, who are you? What do you do? What's your experience level? And do we have people to talk to tonight? So go ahead.
Yes. Hi, I'm Matt's virtual assistant. So my primary role is to do lead managing. I call sellers on a day-to-day basis. I push them to acquisition whenever they're ready to go. On the last maybe 2 years, or more than a little, I have been closing deals on my own. As of the moment, we're still doing the same, but right now, I focus primarily on lead management.
Bam. So, Mera, lead managing, guys, your first time watching this or hearing the word lead manager, Mera's job on a day-to-day basis is calling opportunities, making sure they are indeed opportunities and these people are ready to sell. And if indeed they are, she can either lock them up herself, or maybe she feels like she needs a little bit more support, and that's where I come in and I'm there to support her. But what Mera has been able to do for me and for a lot of other investors, the lead managing role, what that does is it buys back your time so you can focus on some other things that's going to help push the business forward. I say this all the time. The purpose of getting your time back is not just to go sit on a beach and do nothing, depending on your goals, right? But the goal for me, like when I bought my time back and I continue to leverage virtual assistants to do what I want, what I want to do is continue to build the business so I can focus on things that maybe require my attention a little bit more, right? It's not to take off hats, right? Because in the beginning you wear a lot of hats. It's just focusing on maybe a bigger hat. So Mera is amazing. She's called sellers before. I want you guys to see more than anything. If Mera can do this, if Mera can talk to sellers and Mera can make these phone calls, so can you. Mera, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. English is not my first language, so there always has been a challenge. But yeah, you guys can do it. Just make that phone call.
Just make that phone call. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. Mera, I'm going to kind of like minimize myself over to the side, and the floor is yours, okay? So,
Thank
guys,
you.
again, after Mera makes her phone calls, I'm going to give her some coaching and feedback, and we'll work our way through some leads as we go through. If you guys are watching this live or you're watching it back on recording, put your takeaways in the comment section, or if you have any questions, I always make sure to respond to those who comment on these videos. Okay, Mera, all you.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna be calling a lead that came from one of our cold callers. So this is gonna be a lead manager call. So see. Can you hear it?
leave your message.
Try one more time.
Please leave your message for 919-622-1388.
Hi Esther, this is Mera. My colleague Karen forwarded your information about your house of Grinding Stone Drive. So I'm reaching out to you to kind of connect from where you've left off. Please let me know what's the best time for me to give you a ring. Thank you so much again. My name is Mera. Have a great day. Okay, let's try a different lead.
Please leave your message for 9. Please leave your message for 919-210-1077.
Hi, Shami. It's Mera. My assistant Jay forwarded your information about your property of Angier Avenue. I'd like to know what would be the best time for me to reach you. Again, this is Mera calling about your home at Angier Avenue. Thank you. Okay, I want to call one of the SMS leads.
Hello?
Hi, James.
Yep.
Hi, this is Mera. How are you?
All right.
Wonderful. I work with Amanda. She said that you have a property that you might be interested in selling.
They're not finished yet. We're starting 2 brand new homes, and we do sell them to investors once they're finished.
Oh, okay, got it. But this is not the one of Willow Grove, right?
There's not a house on Willow Grove. That's a lot.
Oh, okay. And then you're building those apartment on that lot?
No, we got somewhere else. I got lots everywhere.
Okay, got it. So which one are you actually pertaining about? The one for 350 or the one for 150?
We got the one that if somebody wanted that lot, mean, it might not be worth 150, but they want to pay 150,000 for a lot. They can pay it for it, but it's not really for sale.
Mm-hmm.
The two I've got two that's side that's in Concord on Burge Road. It's Burge Road and Franksview. There's two houses side by side, and there'll be 350,000 apiece.
350 for each.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have an address for me?
I don't have an address right on me. I'm out on the job working.
Okay, no problem. And you said you're fixing them. I mean, you're building them, and then you're gonna be selling it on to investors after you guys are finished working on it.
I can't understand you. I must be in a different area. I'll send you the addresses when I get home.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll love to take a look at those houses.
There you go. He was talking about doing a they do the full remodel and then sell it to investors on the retail market. So I think
Mm-hmm.
for this one would be a good play for terms. So guys, you guys that are watching, you see our model is a double dial. So we call twice, call, no answer, call, then no answer. We will try to leave a voicemail and shoot them a text message, right? Our goal on a day-to-day basis, Mera, we know that you need to make probably a little over 100 phone calls to
Yeah.
talk to around 20 to 25 people.
Mm-hmm.
And we know if you're talking to 20 to 25 people, so guys, these are very key metrics. If you want to have a predictable business, this is what you need to do. Okay. You guys are watching right now. This is super important. 100 to 120 phone calls. Okay. That should bring you about 20 conversations. Okay. 20 conversations to 20 to 25 conversations per day should bring you at least a good opportunity a week. Okay. So we know it's probably going to take 100 or more conversations to get you a deal a week. Right. But once you know your numbers and you get good at this, that's how you get a very predictable business. You're like, okay, well, literally, did I talk to 20 people today? 25 people today? Yes or no? Okay, I did. Perfect. I did that for 5 days straight. There is no way if you talk to that many people per day that you don't have something cooking by the end of the week, right?
Right.
So if you hit
Absolutely.
those numbers, Mara, so you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. So again, the thing here that we're trying to do is we're just trying to put ourselves in a position to win. Okay.
Mhm.
So 100 phone calls, 20 conversations should bring you a deal a week, especially once you guys get good. It might take you 3 weeks of doing this to get your first deal, maybe 4 weeks, but at least gives you something to track. And you might be like, Matt, I don't have enough leads to hit that many phone calls. How am I going to call 100 people? I don't have that many leads, or I don't have enough money to generate leads. You know where a really good place to go to hit those conversations is you go to Zillow. Okay, anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. You can go to Zillow right now, and you can call for sale by owner properties. Literally, you go to Zillow, you sort out all the listings by the ones that are for sale by owner, and you just call those people and you say, hey, look, I know you're getting a lot of people calling you to list your house. I'm not an agent. I have no interest in listing your property, but I would be interested in looking at it to see if it might be something we can work together on, right? You can call these for sale by owners, and a big trick is to call the ugly ones. But again, if you don't have enough leads, call all of them. Call 100 of them a day. Have 20 conversations, and I guarantee you do that every single day by the end of a week, and you talk to 100 people who had their house listed, there's no way that you don't have an opportunity. Okay, so that's what Mara's trying to do. I just wanted to interject real quick. Mara, you can pick back up and call a few more people.
Yes, yes.
has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Matt, can you let me just send you a text for 5 minutes.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Okay.
Perfect. Hey, let me go real quick. Let me know if you can hear. I'm gonna play this through my cell phone.
Is it the one in Sierra Vista?
Yes.
Absolutely. I can hear.
Hello.
Hey Raymond, it's Matt. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey Raymond, I know we talked on Saturday. I told you, I promised you I'd give you a call back on Monday. Did I catch you at a decent time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. I know last time we talked, I know you needed to call your lender and you were going to check in with them this morning. Did you can't get a chance to do that?
I called twice and I spent 20 minutes on the phone waiting for them to come on the line, and they never did come on the line. I can't walk around all day with a cell phone in my ear.
Right. Right. They do that to you. I mean, sometimes in the past, whenever we were working with folks and they were in like foreclosure and stuff, we have to call loss mitigation. And shoot, one time I remember I was on the phone with them a little over 5 hours, and they just expect people just to be able to just sit on the phone with them. It's kind of ridiculous if you ask me.
Yeah, it is. You either need to get more people on there or do a more efficient job to begin with.
Right.
Or
Well, I
both.
mean, it's just hard to find good help in general right now. So I'm assuming they're probably going through the same thing.
Yeah. Well, what do you think we ought to do?
Well, I mean, honestly, Raymond, I think that's up to you. I know last time we talked, you were going to see if there's anything they could do to help you as like a plan A, if they could restructure that loan. But as every day goes on, we're just losing a little bit more time, and as time dwindles down, well, obviously we lose some options as well. But like I was telling you on Saturday, there might be something we could do to stop the auction. I just need to know, and maybe this is a thing that we could work together on by getting on the phone with a lender. If we do decide to work together, you, me, and the lender will hop on, and we just got to figure out how much we got to pay to make that loan good again. So we have to figure out the arrear amount, because as soon as we pay that, we can stop the auction, which will help us buy you a little bit more time, right? Because of course we would be buying it to eventually turn it into a rental, but I know you need some more time to figure out where in the world you're going to move to. So we want to be able to give you some more time, whether that be an extra 30 days, 45 days. I know time is very important. So I think if we're going to work together on it, we got to figure out how much we got to pay the bank.
Yeah. I think, I want to say 146,000, but that would be the total amount due, to pay it off.
Yeah, to pay it off completely. But I wonder
Yeah.
how much the loan is behind in general. Like if it's 10 grand or 20 grand or 30 grand, I wonder how much they would take if we were to pay them all at once to say, okay, your guys are good again, and we'll reinstate the payments.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of them and can't get a hold of them.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
well, we have people in our office. I mean, they're dedicated to doing that, right? So if we needed to take a little bit of time and have one of our guys here in the office to just sit on the line with them until we get somebody so we can get that information. I just needed to know, or I guess wanted to know most importantly, if that was something that you wanted us to do.
yeah, that would be fine. Because you got to know where I stand before we can do much of anything, really.
Right. No, I mean, that's super important because what we would end up doing is we would structure something where we would, if it makes sense, and the arrears aren't like obviously if we have to pay the bank $100,000 just to catch it up, that wouldn't make much sense, right? But
Yeah.
in the event that it's a decent amount and it's let's just say it's less than 30 grand, there might be something we can structure where we pay them the 30 grand and we stop the auction, give you until I don't know, maybe the end of May, so we can have a little like enough time to find you your next place, and then also put a little bit of cash in your pocket so we just don't lose the thing completely here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that would be fine. Go ahead and do what you need to do, and so we know where we stand and what we can do.
Right. Okay. So what we would do first, Raymond, is I'm gonna spend probably I got a meeting I gotta hop on at 3. But right after that, I'll draw us up something because I have to have something to show the lender that we're working together on it. So I'll draw us up a purchase agreement on what that's going to look like and what we'd end up sending over. I guess, does that timeline work for you if we were able to keep you in the property to the end of May?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you have an idea of how much money you would like? I know obviously more money the better, but do you think $1,500 in your pocket would be worth it, or?
Yeah. Of course, let's face it, I'd like to see it higher, but
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd like to see you make the difference up between the 146 grand to 203, I think it is now. That the value is, I'd like to see the difference in my pocket, but that's a dream that I know is not going to come true.
Right. Well, I mean, it's not just that, but I think it just depends on what they come back to us on as far as the arrears are concerned. So if it comes back and the arrears aren't near as much, maybe I can do a little bit more, but I definitely think something is much better than them trying to take everything, So there might be something we can do there. So the first step for us is once we hop off this call, I'll draw us up a purchase agreement. I'll send it over to you. We'll go over it together. And as soon as we have that, I will have something to go work with the bank so we can get the auction stopped. But again, first step is to get that agreement so then we can call the lender and figure out what that arrear amount is. Does that sound fair?
That sounds good to me.
Okay. Raymond, what's a good let me see. I might actually already have it. Perfect. Actually, I do. What I'll do is can you send me over your email address? Is this your cell phone?
Yeah, it's very, very simple.
All right, hang on one second.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Ray?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. All right, sounds good. So I got that. What I'm going to do is here probably right around 4 o'clock. I will put that together for you and I'll shoot it over to your email. You'll probably get it. It's from a program called DocuSign. Have you ever used that before?
Fine. Well, I used it once, and now all of a sudden I get some phony letters that I supposedly sent out with my signature, and it's the email signature or the docu signature, and I've been fighting that. I sold my car loan.
Yeah, well, that's typically the program it would be coming from. We do have another one that's called Right Signature, but all it is it's an e-signature. So that way we have something whenever we go open escrow and we call the lender that they see. Because what they're going to say is, hey, Matt, can you send me over what you got? Send me over a copy of the agreement of you working with Raymond. So I just need to have something in place. And that's where it would be coming from. But either way, it'd be sent to your email. And I just wanted to make sure you know what to be looking for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to try to get my email working again.
Okay.
Like
I said,
Microsoft went ahead and redid everything and updated, and they took a lot of my stuff out, including my email. So I'm having to find that again.
Oh my Lord, that's the worst. Well, yeah. Again, worst case, it can be sent to your phone, but I know how it goes. Like, let me know if you're able to get it up and going. But if you are, I'll be sending it to your Gmail, because, like I said, we're in Gilbert, and I'd much rather not have to drive all the way to Sierra Vista today or tomorrow. So email might be easier for both of us.
Yeah. Either that or we can meet part way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll figure it out. But let's try this way first. And if you get it, then hey, we're cooking. We can go ahead and get this thing rolling. But if you can't get it rocking, then we'll figure out a plan B too. Does that sound fair?
Okay. Well, I can always make a trip up to Phoenix. That's no problem, because I'd stay with my son overnight and then, head back the next day.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Well, let's figure it out. Let's see if we can get the email, and if we can't, then we can figure out what tomorrow looks like for both of us and see if we can get together.
Okay, good enough. I'm going to be busy tomorrow morning, so I may not be, able to answer the phone real quick. But
no. Again, if we could get this, I'll send it over to you tonight, and if you do get it, then great. We can go ahead and start going to work on our end. I don't want to add more things to your plate. I think the goal is to take less things. Take things off your plate. So if you do get it, I'm going to send it to that email you gave me. And if it doesn't come through for whatever reason, we'll reconnect here in a little while, and we can start figuring out what we need to do otherwise. But I know, like I said, as the days kind of go on, we're losing a little bit of time. So I just wanted to do my best to try to get a hold of you today. So I appreciate you picking up the call and talking to me, and we'll get this prepared on our end. Okay.
Okay. Good enough.
All right, Ray. We'll talk soon, okay?
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Ooh. I'll put notes in Podio.
Thank you. So that is I know my video is probably lagging a little bit, but that is a foreclosure. I'm going to be doing a subject 2 on the foreclosure. You guys can hear that there is equity in the deal, but the guy's just running out of time. So he literally has what is he? He's got like 10 days.
5 days.
Yeah. So he's running out of time. So with this one, we're going to do our best to get a purchase agreement here, get an extension. We'll buy it subject to, and then resell it. So I can give him a little bit of post possession. That's the most important thing here for this guy. We're going to buy it subject to, and then we resell it. So I'll do a separate video to break down the numbers and why we're structuring it this way. But what do you think about that call, Mera?
Absolutely amazing. I mean, you were not even asking him about his decision on if he's ready to sign or whatnot. It's you about presenting the help, and he's like, okay, what's the best that we can do? He's going with you because he knows that he can help you, right?
Yeah,
And then
exactly. So there you have it, guys. Fearless Investor Part 1. This is the first part of this series. I'm excited to come to you guys live and do
Crazy.
more of these live seller calls. That is a deal. We will probably resell and make, I don't know, 35 grand net on this deal. But it's just a matter of having some conversations. That guy I've talked to one time, he didn't have enough time to talk over the weekend. And over a 15-minute phone call, we were able to get down to the nuts and bolts of what we need to do to get this thing done. So again, subject to, this came from a pre-foreclosure. I'm going to pay back the arrears, take it down. Yeah, so SMS, pre-foreclosure, taking it down, subject to, and we'll be reselling it. So there you go. I can't promise we're going to do a deal on every episode, but that's at least what you guys can expect. So look,
First
hope you
episode.
guys get value from this. Hope you guys get value from like us actually talking to people and doing real conversations. Like hopefully this will help you maybe come out, like step out of your comfort zone and say, hey, I need to do more of this if I plan on being a full-time investor. And if you do get value from these videos, please like it. And you can expect more of this on the channel. So if you haven't already, just want to ask you guys to potentially consider subscribing to the channel because I love doing these videos. I love your guys' feedback. We had a bunch of you guys joining us here live and watching. So Mera, thank you for being our inaugural guest and making some phone calls. And guys, I appreciate y'all taking some time out of your day and watching some calls. So now we're going to hop over on Nightly Dowd. If you're in Sub 2 community, I'll see you guys over there. We'll see you later. Bye.